It's the Studio Health episode on Mixing Night, jam-packed with decades of studio health knowledge condensed down to actionable information. You create best when you're healthy, mentally and physically. We all go through this struggle, and tonight it's your studio health turning point. Ken does segments on ear health and protection, cannabinoid hyperemesis syndrome, and autoimmune disease. Professional vocalist and artist CASCADE advises on vocal health. Wavy Wayne talks about fasting and intermittent fasting. Ben Kruger might save your life. Julio Monroy brings student health tips in Spanish. Marcus Manderson offers health resources. We do a fun NAMM recap and show off our amazing new delay, Cascade. Fire up your studio speakers, say hello to the community on the chat roll. It's Mixing Night. Welcome to the Studio Health episode on Mixing Night. I'm your host, Ken Lewis, and let me tell you, I've been through it. We'll talk about it. My sidekick, Mazzy, here is 13 going on 3 years old. That girl walks me every single day. What a treat for me. Tonight, we address all things health related to creativity and studio life. I am tapping in my veteran studio friends. Check the agenda. We've got a packed show. I know a lot of you out there have known for a while that you need to make a change. Well, now you have an entire community here, and a lot of you are going to level up your health and creativity after tonight. I feel it. I feel very good about it. I often feel like, like personally, I'm like Neo in the Matrix, dodging bullets, just like skimming right past me. And, another time a bullet flies by, I just get a little bit smarter and I take my health a little or a lot more seriously. And, sometimes you're forced with a choice, like live in constant pain or change everything or live in constant whatever is wrong with you. And I've been there. I am there with autoimmune disease. Ankylosing spondylitis is my autoimmune of choice, which attacks like the inside of my bones and joints, so my bones ache a lot. But that's not the big health scare tonight. First off, I'm not going to die. And in a few months, I should be completely fine and 100% healthy, and I should look just like me. So if you have to get cancer, this is probably the one that you want to get, and now I have joined the club. So I have skin cancer. I have basal cell carcinoma in a kind of a bad spot, like right there on the inside left bridge of my nose, real close to my eye, is the main spot of it. We don't know if it's spread yet. I have surgery to remove it on February 26th. I should not need any chemo or radiation. I hope for that. I might need to follow up with plastic surgery in my eye or nose region. We won't know the extent of the spread until they get in there and start cutting me open. So we're hoping that we caught it early and it hasn't spread, but it's going to be what it's going to be. And I know on the other side of this that I'm going to be fine, and I will be cancer-free, and I'll look like me, and I'll be right back to doing everything that I love doing. So March Mixing Night is probably canceled or postponed, depending on how I feel. I appreciate all of the well wishes and positive energy sent my way. Personally, I don't believe in God, but I believe that we are all connected through the quantum realm, and if you want to send prayers or just good vibes my way, I will gladly receive them, and I super appreciate them. Anyway, you don't think it's going to happen to you, but I am living proof that it can and will, and repeatedly. I have been through so much, and, every time you just don't even see it coming. I had open heart surgery to save my life at 37 years old. I had 100% blockage of my widowmaker, and I probably should not be walking the earth right now. Lucked out on that one. That got me much more tapped into my health and taking things more seriously. Then when I was 45, we found 2 precancerous polyps. And if I hadn't gotten those removed and I had ignored them, I would be long dead by now. Fortunately, I paid attention. And I have a rare genetic eye disease that went undiagnosed for years that could have blinded me. Finally got that. And I have a wicked autoimmune disease that I am battling on a daily basis. So, if y'all are out there going through some shit, I know people who have got it a lot worse than I do, and I know people who are just, struggling. And you're not alone. There is a lot of other people, especially creative people, struggling with autoimmune disease. I'm battling it myself. I'm going to talk about it a little bit more tonight. And when my autoimmune shit got bad, I made an active choice to become good again. I decided that I was not going to allow myself to be in pain every day for the rest of my life, to be limited with my mobility for the rest of my life. So I changed my entire diet. I exercise every day. I sleep well. I do everything, all of the right things. And you can too. Like, this is stuff that you just have to decide how healthy you want to feel. And the healthier you are, the better that you create. I can promise you that. Okay, so more about that stuff later on in the evening. It's an action-packed health show. Also, tonight, our new delay plugin on steroids, Cascade. Cascade is in late beta right now, and you restreamers in maybe the first 48 hours or so, you can get a 30-day NFR fully working trial of Cascade, and we're going to give a discount when we put it up for sale at this time next month. And you guys can put it through its paces and check it out. I'm going to show you guys some NAMM footage that I took at NAMM a couple weeks ago, showing off Cascade at the Make Believe studio booth. Love those guys. And the first reactions to Cascade were just, you're going to see it. It's warmed in my heart. So anyway, grab Cascade. It's in the description of the video you are watching right now. And I'm going to show you guys some super tricks for it later on in the broadcast. Okay, the Sprint mix tonight is an old faithful Down on Me by 50 Cent and Jeremiah. When I got the call from G-Unit to mix this song, it was like 9 p.m. on a Tuesday night, and the G-Unit A&R calls me up and he's like, "Hey, Ken, what are you doing tonight?" And I'm like, "Hey, Dre, what do you want me to be doing tonight?" And he says, well, 50 Cent has this song they did that he recorded with Jeremiah, and he needs to get it mixed. Do you want to mix it tonight? I'm like, fuck yeah, send him over. So 50 got to my place about midnight. First thing we did was cut one of the verses, and then I mixed with 50 sitting right behind me on that couch right there until like 5 o'clock in the morning. He left with a big smile on his face at 5, and I mixed until 5:30, printed it, and then we had like one super minor revision after that, and it was on the radio. And the other crazy thing about Down on Me that most people don't know is they did have it mastered, but for whatever reason, the unmastered version is the one that was released. I compared it on the CD, and it phase cancels perfectly. It is my mix on the CD. So, which fortunately sounded great all the way up to number 1. Anyway, so, oh my God, the chat roll is popping. Hey everybody, thank you for all the good vibes. I appreciate it. Ben Kruger, you got a great segment tonight. Gonna save everybody's lives. Josh S., Danny Onions, Matt Thrasher, Astra Queen, Us We Music, Danny Mall Sound, The Real Shakar, Headline Video, Ains Boogie, Bear Blossoms, is that Rachel Delgado? Hey, Rachel Delgado. Trio, oh, you got a trio now? Very cool. Third Eye Effects, built by Bill 72, Kurt Code. Is that Kurt Codeine? Fucking Kurt. Yeah, I love that name. The Uruzus, I don't know. Matt Casual 550. Eric Iverson mixing. What is going on, Eric Iverson? Double Deox. Who else we got? Stereotype Beats. I like Stereotype Beats. I like Atmos type beats better. Smile More. Hey, Smile More. How are you doing? You have a great segment tonight. Music by Ian. Okay. Headline video. Just Gemini. Matt Thrasher. This is Torch. Okay. Kyle Wolf is on. Kyle's been doing so much editing for this show, and he's got a segment in the show as well. We're going to level you guys up so much tonight. Okay, I'm going to stop yapping, and I'm going to do Down on Me. Then we're going to have one hell of a show. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for tapping in. It's really, really great to see you all, and let's fucking go. Sprint mix. This is Mixing Night.
Till a hickey had that river running, keep you gunning till you empty. Bang, 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 bang. Oh, you look so sweet. Now licky till a hickey had that river running, keep you gunning till you empty. Bang, 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 bang. Oh, you look so sweet. Now licky till a hickey. Ride with that booty on me. Shorty, you a down while you looking lonely.
Make me wanna hit it, heaven when I'm in it. If I do not fit, I'm gonna make it. Look how she twerk it, the way she work it. Make me wanna hit it, heaven when I'm in it. If I do not fit, I'm gonna make it. Look.
I see you, baby. Won't you just put it down? Put it down up on me. Say you independent. Get it from your mama. Tell me if you're with it. Do you really wanna? Baby, when you see me, you know I'll be on it. Can you keep it open? Put it down up on me, down with that booty on me. Oh, shawty, you were down while you looking lonely. Tell me if you're with it. Do you really wanna? Baby, when you see me, you know I'll be on it. Can you keep it open? Put it
where I'm all on it. Get the party going, liquor flowing, this is fire. 50 and Jeremiah, #1, there's nothing higher. Get it,
I see.
break it,
Won't you just put it down?
Get it,
Put it down.
push up on it, for she know where I'm all on it. We get the party going, liquor flowing, this is fire. 50 and Jeremiah, #1, there's nothing higher.
Ride with that booty on me. Shorty, you were down while you looking lonely. Go buy another round and it's all on me. As long as I'm around, put it down on me. Just put it down on me. Put it down on me. Down on me. Put it down on me. Don't blow it off the mound. Put me how it's gon' be. But all I really want is you down on me.
Put it down on me.
Say you independent. Get it from your mama. Tell me if you with it. Do you really wanna? Baby, when you see me, you know I be on it. Can you keep it up and put it down on me? Say you independent. Get it from your mama. Tell me if you with it. Do you really wanna? Baby, when you see me, you know I be on it. Can you keep it up and put it down up on me? Down with that booty on me. Shorty, you were down while you looking lonely. Oh, baby, we can go low, yeah. I like the way you grind with that booty on me. Shorty, you were down while you looking lonely. Go buy another round and it's all on me. As long as I'm around, put it down on me. Just put it down on me. Put it down on me. Down on me. Put it down on me. Don't show me how it's gon' be. Girl, all I really want is you down on me. Put it down on me. I like the way you grind with that booty on me. Shorty, you were down while you looking lonely. Go buy another round and it's all on me. As long as I'm around, put it down on me. Just put it down on me. Put it down on me. I like the way you grind with that booty on me. Shorty, you were down while you looking lonely. Go buy another round and it's all on me. As long as I'm around, put it down on me. Just put it down on me. Put it down on me. Down on me. Put it down on me. Don't blow it off the mound. Show me how it's gon' be. Girl, all I really want is you.
System thumping, party jumping, shorty, she's a perfect 10. She rock her hips, then roll her hips, then drop it down like it's nothing. She shit just like an hourglass. You see how fast an hour pass. Time flies when I'm on that ass, but I won't put our shit on black. Work it like a pro, sit and watch her go. Do her thing out on the floor. She bouncing fast and shaking slow, so sexual. She beautiful, she edible. I got her, I won't let her go. I ain't seen nothing better, yo. Look how she twerk it, the way she work it. Make me wanna hit it, heaven when I'm in it. If I do not fit, I'm gonna make it. Girl, you can take it. Don't stop, get it.
Ride with that booty on me. Shorty, you were down while you looking lonely. Go buy another round and it's all on me. As long as I'm around, put it down on me. Just put it down on me. Put it down on me. Down on me. Put it down on me. Don't blow it off the mound. Show me how it's gon' be. But all I really want is you down on me.
Put it down on me.
Say you independent. Get it from your mama. Tell me if you with it. Do you really wanna? Baby, when you see me, you know I be on it. Can you keep it up and put it down on me? Say you independent. Get it from your mama. Tell me if you with it. Do you really wanna? Baby, when you see me, you know I be on it. Can you keep it up and put it down up on me? Down with that booty on me. Oh, shorty, you were down while you looking lonely. Oh, baby, we can go low, yeah.
Oh, God, I love this frickin' plugin. Love that song, too. I think I'm done mixing. I mean, I think I can put this together in 5 minutes now. Back to the chat roll. Who do we got new now? Refractive Dreams looks new. Lex Ghost, was that who I just saw? At Mixing Night, who's that? Everybody say hello to At Mixing Night, which I believe is Lori Lewis. the one, the only, the beautiful, the stunning Lori Lewis. Stephen Ramos, I see you. Ben Ellery, I see you. Good to see everybody. Sam Heights, I see you. Good to see everybody. Hey. What a fucking Eduardo. Hey, Eduardo. Okay, back to the show. By the way, while I am thinking of it, anybody who is a music lover, there are, I believe, 6 new to newish UK artists that I absolutely love that you guys should be tapped in with if you love great music as well. First is Raye, R-A-Y-E. She does that, baby, who the hell's my husband? So long. I told you guys a year ago about her, at least. That girl is incredible. Her whole catalog is fire. Ren, also a UK rapper, singer. He's about to drop a brand new album. He is incredible. My very favorite current running artist in the UK, maybe favorite period, is Erin LeCount. E-R-I-N-L-E-C-O-U-N-T. Erin LeCount. She's incredible. Lola Young is incredible. And I know, Sam Fender, incredible. I think that's everybody in the UK land that I was thinking of. In America land, Coburn, at Coburn Official, she just dropped her brand new single, Overstay. So if you are a Coburn fan from the show, go check out Overstay and give our other 3 songs that we have out as singles a listen. The Rider. What else do we have out? We have Super Ugly, The Rider, and Man-Made Enemies. Oh, yes. I fucking love those songs. Stephen Ramos asks, hey, Ken, what would be something that you would do different in that mix if you got the call today in 2026 that you didn't do back then on the Jeremiah 50 Cent Down on Me mix? What would I do differently today than I did back then? Well, I had my SSL, so that was a mostly analog mix. It was analog and plugins, hybrid. But I used all 24 channels of the SSL console along with the sidecar of echo returns and compressors and all of the goodies, as well as all of my plugins and all of my outboard was kind of used on that mix. So my mixing style was much different back then because now I have morphed to all in the box, no console, but now I use my Wolf Pro Patch, that amazing orange thing right in the center of my rack. My Wolf Pro Patch is like a digital analog patch bay. So I plug all of my analog gear into that and route that through an Apollo interface, and I can get all of my analog gear right back into my mix just like I could with my patch bay on my analog SSL console. So the Wolf makes it just super easy to just like put chains together and try different combinations of things and A/B different orders of things and different, like, is this compressor better than that compressor type things. It's a very cool box. So I would approach it more in the box instead of on a console. Stephen, that would be my answer. Good question, by the way. Am I on course with the show? It is 8:23 and 8:24. I'm supposed to do ear health with Ken. Okay. Do I have that in my folder up here? I just want to go over a little bit of it with you guys. There should be, in the description of the video you are watching right now, should be like Ken's guide to ear health and protection, something like that. I can't remember what it is, but anyway, go find it and go download it right now. And while you are at it, I totally haven't even told you guys yet. The giveaways, hopefully you've seen in the scroll. Make Believe Studio is we're giving away 3 copies of the new secret Make Believe Studio plugin, which I cannot tell you what it is, but if you were at NAMM, you might know. But I've used it. It's super, super cool. I can't believe that they're letting us give it away before everybody else gets it. If you haven't registered for the giveaway, it is in the description of the video you are watching right now, right down there. Go get it. And while you're at it, register for the Session Studio giveaway as well. It might all be the same thing. And the Session Studio is the production software that I use to keep my sessions and my projects organized and on track, and my lyrics all in one place, and rights management and all that stuff. Very convenient. Let's see. I'm done with Down on Me, other than I am going to show you guys some Cascade stuff later using this. Why not? And ear stuff. Let's see. Don't show the screen for a second. Let me just see if I can find the document. Yep. Somebody's coming in with something. I don't know what it is. What's happened? Yep. Okay. Let's see. Where is my ear thing? It must be in Downloads. Studio. Here it is. Okay. Now you can show the screen. Studio Pro Guide to Hearing Safety and Tinnitus, however you want to pronounce that. I put this together. You can download it. It's just like a quick real world user guide to avoiding getting tinnitus, some real world remedies if you have it, and good like ear protection methods. And also I included, let me just see where it's at. To me, this is the most important thing that you need to key in on. And you need to realize that this chart is a 24-hour period. And what this says is at 82 dB, which is usually loud background noise, you can listen for 16 hours. Then every 3 dB, it cuts in half. 85 is 8 hours. 88 is 4 hours. 91 is 2 hours. When is the last time you were in a club that was only 91 dB? Most clubs are 95 to 105, if not louder. So if you look at 100, if you're in a club at 100 dB, you are getting hearing damage starting in 15 minutes after you have entered that club. So I want you guys to really sit and think about how often you put yourself into loud environments. You are not normal people. This is your passion, and for a lot of you, this is your career path for life, and you need to protect these like gold encrusted diamond platinum jewels that they are, because I can tell you, I'm 55 and I have no tinnitus at all. And I have protected my hearing. I protect the environments that I'm in. If I'm in a super loud environment and I can't control the volume and it's too loud for my ears, I walk the fuck out. Period. And I mean, I would do that if I had to lose money over it. And I have certainly turned down gigs with producers that love to listen really loud, because I'm just not going to subject my hearing to that. And I've put in earplugs during sessions and, you know, let them know, like, hey, you guys can listen as loud as you want, but I'm not damaging my own hearing. And, you know, sometimes you're in a really tough position, you know, as a tracking engineer or as, you know, an intern or whatever, or maybe you just love to listen loud. But I'm here to tell you that everybody that I know that has tinnitus fucking hates it. Because once your ears start ringing, they never stop. Not when you're trying to go to sleep, not when you're trying to wake up, not when you're trying to have a peaceful moment. Your ears ring, your head rings all the time, every day, nonstop for the rest of your fucking life. And the thing that you loved the most, music, is the thing that's the lesser experience because of it. So you just, please, for me, If you've already got a bit of it, take the rest of your hearing as seriously as possible and treat it like gold. And if you don't have any yet, then you can stave that stuff off for a long time. And maybe somewhere down the road they come up with a real cure or fix or treatment. There are some treatments now that are promising, but I don't think they're really netting the results that they're claiming to. But maybe someday, we'll see. Let's see what else. So yeah, definitely download this and pay attention, especially to the noise exposure chart. Here is the other super, super important thing about hearing protection, hearing loss. I did not know this until much later in life. Your hearing can be greatly affected by NSAIDs, which are anti-inflammatories like Advil and what are the stronger anti-inflammatories? Celebrex and anything that's an NSAID can give you transient tinnitus. And there's a whole bunch of other antibiotics that can give you permanent tinnitus. Yes, fucking antibiotics can give you permanent hearing damage. What the fuck? So I have put together a chart for you so that you guys can educate yourself on what you're taking and what you're at risk for. I'm not telling you not to take this shit. You make your own decisions. I'm just telling you what the general risks are for people like us. I also don't scuba dive because on the very, very, very off chance I could damage my hearing. That is too high of a risk for me. This is my life. This is my career. This is my passion. I don't want to put myself into any more risks for any more damage than I absolutely need to take. And I encourage you to take the same stance. So download this. Make great use of it, please. There's one other thing in there. I'll give you my very quick, oh shit, I forgot my earplugs and it's really fucking loud in here. What do I do? So this is not medical advice. I'm not a doctor. And if you ever get anything caught in your ear, get to emergency med or something like that and get somebody to get it out. Don't get it out yourself. And never put Q-tips in your ears ever. But if you're at a concert and you don't have ear protection, grab a bar napkin. Club, grab a bar napkin. Tear a piece off that crumples up and is big enough to kind of fit big but comfortably in your ear. It's not going to go so far in that you lose it. And you crumple that up and then you just wet it in your mouth a little bit and then you put it back in your ear and the wet just lets the kind of the tissue paper adhere to the ear canal. And it will give you probably 15 or 20 dB of, at minimum, solid noise reduction, and it will save your hearing. I've been through entire very loud concerts with just that in and walked out, popped my earplugs out, and felt like I was hearing completely normally, no ringing, nothing. So please, for me, protect your hearing at all times. Let's see, what is next? Let us go to Ben Kruger Saves Your Life. Ben Kruger, in our esteemed member of our Mixing Night community, recently suffered some medical stuff that's far worse than any of the stuff I'm going through. So I will let him tell you about it. Take it away, Ben.
Hello, Mixing Night community. Hope you're doing well. This is Ben coming at you. Like many of you, I'm an audio engineer and a musician, but I didn't come here to talk to you tonight about that. I came to tell you the story about how about a year ago on Christmas, I found out I had colorectal cancer and how, although it may seem strange, it was actually quite a Christmas gift. So the first thing is colorectal cancer is basically cancer in your colon or rectum. Super sexy, I know. And the way I found out is by taking something called the FIT test. And that's what I really want to talk to you about tonight. Basically, it's a test you take at home and you send a very small fecal sample in to your doctor and they analyze it. The reason this is important is because with colorectal cancer, it's the second most deadly cancer of all of them. And it is also one of the most treatable. So the survival rate after 5 years years of being diagnosed if you catch colorectal cancer early is 90%. If you catch it late in your late stage, the survival rate's around 14%. So you can see that it's really important that you catch it early. For me, I took the FIT test a couple years and I did not get any, negative results. And then I found out Christmas of 2024 that I had to come in for a colonoscopy, and then they had detected something. It's really important because by all accounts, I caught it early. And so I've been under a lot of monitoring. I did a surgery last summer that took me a couple months to recover from. If I had not taken this FIT test, I don't know when I would have caught it, because I didn't have any symptoms at all. And so who knows how long I would have gone from this stuff growing in my body without me knowing. So I really want to encourage people out there. If you're 45 or older, it should be coming to you automatically. Call your doctor and you can get it sent to you. If not, it comes every year. And if you're not 45, but your family has a history of colorectal cancer, you can also get it. If you are not getting this automatically, you should call your doctor and get it. It's covered by insurance, it's covered by Medicaid, and you can also get it if you don't have insurance. You can get it through most community-based organizations, and a lot of places you can either get it free or cheap. So I encourage everyone to do it. It's something that is very easy to do and can make a huge difference if you catch this stuff early. Last thing I'll say is this kind of stuff really makes you appreciate the things in life that are important, like your family, your close friends, people that care about you and know you for who you are, and doing the things that you love to do. For many of us, that means making music, and I just hope that you all get a chance to do as much of that as you can and take advantage of the time you have and live each day to its fullest. So outside of that, I'm just sending a lot of love to the Mixing Night community, health and happiness to Ken and the rest of you guys, and I will catch you next time.
Thank you very much, Ben Kruger. You may have just saved somebody's life. Like I said at the top of the show, I found 2 polyps when I was 45 years old that I would have been long dead from, and got a little bit lucky, paid attention to some warning signs, and sought treatment. Thank you, Ben. I'm going to go to the CASCADE NAMM first reactions. Now, I want to give a super big thank you and shout out to Rick Carson and Ryan Harvey from Make Believe Studio and Metric Halo. They were super, super gracious and invited us to put our Mixing Night audio plugins on all 5 of their stations at NAMM. And invited us to show off our plugins at their booth, which we did, and I got a lot of great first reaction video. So I think Cascade is going to be available for sale in 1 month. Right now, though, you can get Cascade, a 30-day fully working trial of Cascade in the description below for, if you're catching the restream, probably the first 48, 72 hours. Then we're going to cut it off. But it's going to be available for sale in 30 days, and we'll give you a nice discount on it. But you'll get to play with it, fully working copy. I'm going to show you more stuff later. Go get it. It's in the description. You guys are going to frickin' love it. And let's watch the NAMM first reactions.
Yo, check that, like the Cascade. Check out the Cascade. That thing right there is fucking hot.
So you can. My wallet can't.
Feedback. Fucking hot. I just popped that thing in the Cascade. That shit's hot.
Fucking great plugin. Everything I turned just fucking around. It just sounded good.
On Cascade, it sounds like bigger and
so
lush.
It's kind of like a turbo mode.
15 seconds, I got an awesome sound out of it.
Oh, I love that.
That's great.
You can get some wild effects out of the LFO. I had no idea LFOs could do that shit.
It's cool, man.
Today.
Very cool.
Awesome.
I'm gonna have to get this.
What do you think?
I would grab this for sure. Yeah, that imagery was dope. I was like, oh, that was pretty cool. I felt that shit back here.
I love you.
Yeah? Awesome.
I love it, bro. I love it. I love it.
The LFO is amazing.
Isn't it crazy?
The
This shit.
LFO.
This is crazy.
I like that. Thank you so much.
Dude.
You got my shit.
Amazing.
Hit go and it sounds great.
Welcome back. Yeah, I was pretty blown away by the reactions that we were getting. It was really heartwarming for me. So I'm going to show you Cascade in a moment, but I just wanted to answer a couple quick questions while they're in front of me. Ben Ellery asks, "Hey Ken, are earplugs with the center hole a serious option? It's great to hear talk, but block noise. But there's got to be a difference." I don't know. I use ones that give me as much reduction as possible. And I hear like the eargasms are really great. I haven't tried them. I use ones from Strandberg and the foam one sometimes. So, yeah. But whatever you find most comfortable that gives you a good amount of reduction that you don't feel like your ears are getting taxed, that's what you use. Stephen Ramos asks, "Hey Ken, do you ever go back and listen to your mixes and analyze them?" I go back and listen to my mixes, usually not to analyze them, usually to dance around the room and put a smile on my face and think back on how much fun I had during those sessions, or what I was doing at that age, or what studios I was working out of at the time. I really love going back and listening to pieces of my catalog. I mean, so if you go to kenlewis.com and then you go to credits and then you search for the all list and you just start scrolling down my credits, sometimes I forget what a fucking stupid credit list I have until I just go and scroll and I'm just like, fuck, I've done a lot of stuff. But I think like most people like me, we're not looking at what we've done. We're always looking ahead to the next thing, because we all know that the next thing is what is going to continue to propel our careers. Even if it's the next thing with the same artist, it's going to be the next thing that we're looking forward to. The award is nice in the moment, and then the moment passes and you're on to the next thing. Take that for what it's worth. Let's see. What was I saying? I'm gonna go on to Cascade. So I've got Down on Me balanced now. I'm gonna show you some amazing stuff with Cascade. Using the chorus, because I think that the chorus is dry. So I'm going to let you hear the dry chorus, which is this. All right, let me get my foot pedal here.
I like the way you grind with that booty on me. Shorty, you are down while you're looking lonely. Go buy another round and it's all on me. As long as I'm around, put it down on me. Just put it.
Okay. I'm going to kind of show you the general features. It kind of starts like this. So it's a mono-centered echo. And I'll just run you through some of the features.
I like the way you grind with that booty on me. Shorty, you are down while you're looking lonely. Go buy another round and it's all on me.
It's just a single repeat right down the middle. However much feedback you want to give it, it'll just keep repeating, right?
I like the way you grind with that booty on me.
Wide puts it in stereo.
I like the way you grind with that booty on me.
Yep, doesn't that sound beautiful? Ping pong.
I like the way you grind with that booty on me.
Uh-huh. And slap, we decided no repeats. This is a single one slap.
I like the way you grind with that booty on me. Shorty, you are down while you're looking lonely. Go buy another round and it's all on me. As long as I'm around, put it down on me. Just put it down on me, put it down on me. Down on me, put it down on me. Don't throw it off the mound, show me how it's gonna be. Girl, all I really want is you down on me. Put it down on me. I like the way you grind with that booty on me. Shorty, you are down while you're looking lonely.
So that's the basics of it. The easiest interface, let's look at this is the way it instantiates. So when Dom and I went to design this, I really thought somebody else had nailed a delay GUI that made 100% sense with my brain. So I went and researched like 40 GUIs, and I realized that there wasn't a single other delay GUI that made 100% sense with my brain. Like I could just look at the GUI and go like, oh, yeah, okay, I know what everything does here by first glance. And if I was a delay for dummies and I didn't know how to mix and I didn't understand plugins, I could make this sound pretty good pretty fast. And then if I'm a super pro, I can make this sound incredible, and it can do tricks that I didn't even understand it could do when we were building it, and get the wildest sounds or the most tailored sounds out of it as a professional. And that's kind of the ethos of Mixing Night Audio, is like, we want to build tools that are super simple that you can turn your brain off and just get instant, amazing, creative musical results, and then turn your brain on and go super pro and get some crazy results. So let me show you the styles. I'll keep it in ping pong so you can kind of hear. Modern is kind of like a wide open, and then of course I have my own vocal curves in here, Ken's vocals.
I like the way you grind with that booty on me. Shorty, you are down while you looking lonely.
You notice Ken's vocals high cuts. So on my vocal delays, anytime I'm using it, I'm trimming down to like 3K, maybe sometimes 2K on the return of the delays, so that the sibilance and stuff is not slapping into the delays.
I like the way you grind with that booty on me. Shorty, you are down while you looking lonely. Go buy another round and it's all on me. As long as I'm around, put it down on me. Just put it down on me, put it down on me. Down, down on me, put it down on me. Don't throw it off the mound, show me how it's gonna be. Girl, all I really want is you down on me. Put it down on me. I like the way you grind with that booty on me. Shorty, you are down while you looking lonely. Go buy another round and it's all on me. As long as
On Cascade, we set a specific number of repeats instead of a feedback. It's a totally different animal, and it just sounds incredible. It's like delay on steroids. Plus, you have all of these other things: washes, reverb. We got filters, chorus, heat is just saturation into distortion. And then, so I'm going to get out of Cascade for a minute. When you go advanced, we have a formant. We have a formant. We have a formant. So check this out. Listen to what this formant does. I'm going to put on chord notes so you can hear it a little bit easier. I'll drop it like 2 ticks, and you can just hear, it still sounds like the vocal, but it's just like this warm vibe that you just don't even expect.
I like the way you grind with that booty on me. Shorty, you are down while you looking lonely. Go buy another round and it's all on me. As long as I'm around, put it down on me. Just put it down on me, put it down on me. Down, down on me. I like the way you grind. I like the way you.
And then we have a wash, reverb. We have 3 different reverb tanks. They sound great. We tailored them ourselves.
I like the way you grind with that booty on me. I like the way you grind with that booty on me. Shorty, you are down while you looking lonely. Go buy another round and it's all on me. As long as I'm around, put it down on me. Just put it down on me, put it down on me. Down, down on me, put it down on me. Don't throw it off the mound, show me how it's gonna be. Girl, all I really want is you down on me. Put it down on me. I like the way you grind with that booty on me. Shorty, you are down while you looking lonely. Go buy another round and it's all on me. As long as I'm around, put it down on me. Just put it down on me, put it down on me. Down, down on me, put it down on me. Don't throw it off the mound, show me how it's gonna be. Girl, all I really want is you down on me.
And here's the frickin' magic of this thing. We just added this thing this week. This was Dominic's. Actually, was this Marcus Manderson's idea? This might have been Marcus Manderson's idea. See, crowdsourcing. But Dom really championed it, and Dom got it done. We added a randomizer, which I didn't put much stock in until I started using it. Just listen to what this randomizer is doing. It is the craziest, coolest creative device. Just listen.
I like the way you grind with that booty on me. Shorty, you were down while you looking lonely. Go buy another round and it's all on me. As long as I'm around, put it down on me. Just put it down on me, put it down on me. Down, down on me, put it down on me. Don't throw it off the mound, show me how it's gonna be. Girl, all I really want is you down on me. Put it down on me. I like the way you grind with that booty on me. Shorty, you were down while you looking lonely. Go buy another round and it's all on me. As long as I'm around, put it down on me. Just put it down on me, put it down on me. Down, down on me, put it down on me. Don't throw it off the mound, show me how it's gonna be. Girl, all I really want is you down on me. Put it down on me. I like the way you
Sorry, I could just play all night. I'm not even paying attention anymore. I'm just in the zone. Anyway, I think I'm probably I'm falling behind. Oh, okay. We're going to go to the Cassidy Ladden segment. So Cassidy Ladden is my first call session vocalist. When I need an absolutely incredible singer, I usually call Cassidy. And you can too. If you need a session vocalist, she is for hire, and I would strongly encourage you to hire her. She is gifted. She's also an artist signed to my sync agency, Magnetic Music. Man, she was here in August, and we cut an EP together, and the voice, oh my God. So one of the things that she mentions is Singers Saving Grace. That's what this is, Singers Saving Grace. And it is like a hug for your vocal cords. I don't know how better to describe it. It's not the nicest tasting. It's not bad. But you squirt a couple squirts and it's just like, the next few takes are going to be that much better. Anyway, Cassidy Ladden, take it away.
Hi guys, my name is Cassidy Ladden. I am a professional singer, and I wanted to share today some tips and tricks with you that I do to maintain and give my best and healthiest vocal that I can. So, I try to maintain a healthy lifestyle as much as possible. I try to watch what I eat. I exercise almost daily. I stay away from smoking, alcohol, things that are very drying to the cords. I will definitely enjoy a drink every now and then, but never around a gig, and I do limit it. And, as far as anything that dries out the vocal cords, to be honest with you, anything other than water is technically drying. So even like coffee, tea, now I can't go without my iced coffee, my hot coffee, and I will do tea sometimes if I'm feeling inflamed or like irritated, as it can be soothing, with honey or lemon. But in general, I stick with water. In my apartment, I am running a humidifier most of the time to just kind of moisturize the air around me, especially during the, the harsh winter, cold months. And, even if there's like a lot of AC going around, it really wreaks havoc for me in particular, like it just dries me out. So I try to keep everything like as moisturized as possible. When on the go, I actually use a portable nebulizer. This is something that I have recently discovered. So I was doing a lot of wedding dates back to back, and I had to recover really quickly, and I was singing for long amounts of time with no breaks. And so I kind of had to like step it up a little bit to the next level. And so I was Googling, and what a portable nebulizer does is it uses saline, and it comes with like a little, a mouthpiece, and you kind of just hold it here and breathe in. And what it does is this saline like targets directly into your lungs. So it's just like, it really gets in there and kind of just lubricates the whole operation. It's very, very good. Again, this isn't something I use all the time, but this is great for like recovery and just vocal stamina. If you're performing a lot or you're on the road and you're dealing with different temperatures, it's fantastic. Another thing that I also use is a steamer. I know I have a little one. You can get it online at any pharmacy. Just a little, I have a Vicks steamer, and it's just basically like the steam that you would get taking a hot shower. You can just have wherever you are, and you just kind of breathe in, and it all helps. You want to just keep this whole area like lubricated and pliable, and you want it to just be like, you know, flexible. So that's a really good one. I also use Singer Saving Grace, which is like a little spray bottle of, I'm just gonna say it's magic. I'm not sure exactly what's in it. It's a bunch of herbs and roots. I don't question the magic, but if I could describe it in like a phrase, it would be like a hug for your vocal cords. It's amazing. I carry one in my bag all the time. Sometimes I'll use it before every take if I'm really tired or I'm feeling like I need the extra support. It's just, you just take a little bit, you spray like twice or 3 times in the back of your throat. You kind of like hold it there for a little bit. Don't swallow right away, and let it like coat the back of your throat, and you will see like there is magic in that bottle. Like I said, I don't even question it too much, just get it. It's incredible. And as far as the nebulizer, I like using Vocal Mist. That's what I found, but there's definitely more affordable options like on Amazon. I just like it because it's all inclusive. It comes with all the saline, it comes with all the stuff, so kind of just don't have to worry about it, and it comes in this cute little pouch. The other thing is sleep. So sleep is a must. I myself have insomnia, so I struggle with this one, but it's one of the, if not the most important thing that you can do for your voice and everything else, obviously, is get the proper amount of sleep, especially before a gig or a performance. And then I also use a warm-up tape that was recorded by my teacher for approximately 30 minutes a day. But you can easily Google or, you know, look up some exercises for yourself. You know, start small, and then you can slowly build on a routine that you like, that works for you. I also practice regularly as much as I can. My singing teacher used to tell me, you know, if you don't use it, you lose it. And I have definitely found that to be true. You know, it's a muscle, and it's like working out. Like if you don't work out for a while, you start feeling like, you know, you're not in tip-top shape. So this is what I do to maintain myself to be ready to give like a vocal at any time. I'm always ready. I'm always prepared. Yeah, and that's basically, those are a bunch of stuff. That's a bunch of stuff that I do personally. I've seen a lot of younger singers make the mistake of kind of, you know, taking their instrument for granted. You know, listen, I'm guilty of it as well. I've definitely made less than optimal decisions for my vocal health, for sure. I've pushed myself too far, but I think what I've learned, like one of the most important things I've learned over the years doing this, is that if you take care of yourself mentally, physically, spiritually, you do all those things, you will be able to preserve this and really give your best vocal performance for years to come. And it's really, really worth it. You know, with us, with singers, our body is our instrument, so we gotta take good care of ourselves. So just an extra reason to take care of yourself, right? So anyway, that's basically it. I hope that you guys found this information helpful, and thank you so much.
She's brilliant, and she knows all about vocal health, so please take her tips. Oh yeah, I think we're doing a giveaway. Big Ben? Okay. Big Ben, that's Wavy Wayne's crew. Big Ben, congratulations. You just won the super secret, brand new, unreleased plugin from Make Believe Studio and Metric Halo. Oh, Ryan and Rick, thank you very much for taking care of Big Ben over there. Congrats, Big Ben. You're going to love that thing. I got to use it at NAMM. Oh, yes. Okay. Here's a question. Carl C.H. Productor, are you European by chance? Carl Productor asks, hey Ken, what is the CPU usage of the Cascade plugin? I am so glad that you asked, because if you look up here in the top right, you will see a little clock, and pay attention to the wash and the formant when I press the clock. Boink. This is low latency. So when I press the clock, it goes into low latency mode and turns off reverb and formant, and this thing gets super low latency. But even before we added the low latency mode, I was using this, I was tracking guitar through this in real time, and it didn't feel like there was any lag at all. So I think overall, pretty low latency, and you can get super low latency with the click of a button. There you have it. I can't see the next question. Something about Apollo for my inserts. If you can bring that question up so I can see it. Who do we got on the chat right now? DaFingers on the beat. What's up, DaFingers? Buck to Fuss. Angela Patrice. Good to see you, Angela. How are you doing? Astro Joey. Let's see. Who else we got up here that I haven't seen yet? Nolan Monagold. That dude smells. But he's got the coolest frickin' job. Outside of here, of course. Big Ben to Prodigy. Congrats, dude. Who else? Wadadoo? Mark Abrams. Everybody ignore Mark Abrams. Everybody turn your back on Mark Abrams. Just don't even, don't feed the trolls, okay? Do not feed the trolls. Kev J, what's up, everybody? Okay, I'm getting behind here. I'm having too much fun. Let's see. Wavy Wayne. Yeah, let's go to Wavy Wayne. So later in the broadcast, you will see the culmination of a throwdown of not one but two air hockey matches between myself and Wavy Wayne at Dave & Buster's during NAMM. And then Big Ben, and then Lydia, and then Chris, and then Eric. Yeah, line them up. Let's see. Let's go to Wavy Wayne, one of my favorite humans. He's going to train you up on intermittent fasting. Thank you, Wavy.
Hey, man. It's Wavy Wayne, man. Yo, I want to talk to y'all real quick about why I love mixing in the morning and mixing fasted, all right? So for me, I honestly think that fasting is the cure to everything except death, right? Now, as a mixing engineer, fasting gives you a solid, predictable reference point. So this means like when you eat, your energy levels go up and down, and it's the same thing with other substances. Ultimately, whenever you are having these spikes, it creates an unstable reference point for you to be working at. So you may be feeling one way and perceiving things one way at the beginning of the mix, but maybe by the mid or the end of the mix, you'll have a total different perception. Now that perception to me is kind of like changing your monitor speakers mid-session or moving your listening position mid-mix, all right? You just don't want to do that. So when I want to do my best work, I am fasting from everything, maybe the exception of a little bit of caffeine, but I'll do that in a natural way with a little coffee or a little green tea so that I'm not creating these spikes and changes. Besides that, some foods, especially like dairy, that means like cheeses and milks and stuff like that, can actually physically clog up our ears, nose, and throat. That physical clogging can cause us to perceive high end differently or perceive low end differently, which will cause us to make decisions in the mix based on that temporary mind state or that temporary physical state that is caused by that food, right? So staying clear-minded and clear-bellied actually gets you a whole lot more predictable results. Like, not to mention that mixing is such a emotional job that our gut actually controls most of our emotions, right? So you can look this up, do your own research. I'm not a scientist or a doctor. Please do your own research on this. But a lot of what we put in our gut controls our emotions. That then controls our decisions and how we feel about stuff. So working fasted for me is a way to have a completely blank and sterile reference point. It's like mixing in a perfectly tuned room, in that room being my body. I'll tell y'all a quick personal story, man. And when I opened this up, I said that fasting for me is like the cure to everything but death. Now, I don't know if that's true, but it definitely makes me feel like it. I didn't discover fasting and the benefits of it on purpose. I discovered it because, man, years ago, if you see this scar on my neck, I actually had a tumor growing out the side of my face. Now, if you look at some of my old videos, especially the ones I was posting in like 2017, I ain't go to the doctor or nothing, man. I didn't want any bad news. So I had this tumor on my face. And so what I decided to do was fast. And I fasted for 28 days straight. I did a complete 28-day water fast. And again, during this time, my brain was so much clearer. I had way less brain fog, and I was just trying to rid my body of any impurities by doing that. And when I did end up going to get a biopsy on the tumor that was growing on my face and ultimately having surgery, thank God that it wasn't cancerous. You know, I don't know if it was before then, because I didn't go and get it tested, and they just went ahead and removed it, and by the grace of God, I've been good ever since. All right, and I practice intermittent fasting now. You can fast intermittently whenever. You got to choose whatever schedule is best for you. I like to work in the morning, so I pretty much stop eating at 8 p.m. the night before, and I won't eat until at least noon. So I get my best work in from that morning, from my waking hours up until about noon when I break my fast for lunch. And I just have so much clarity and energy during that time by not even thinking about food. It's all about knowing. I ain't telling you what to do. Choose what works best for you, but whatever you do, do it on purpose, do it intentionally. I'm Wavy Wayne. I hope this has been helpful.
Hyperemesis. Oh, we are back. That's right. We're back, baby. Mazzy says, we're back. We are back. Shiv and Jason, what is up? So good to see you. Seamus, what's going on? Oh, Mazzy, you're saying hi to everybody too. I know. Mixed by Gemini. Good to see you. You want out, Maz? All right, somebody's going to have to let her in. You want... I'm going to Bonetown. All right, go. You know, you got to bribe her. Once the bribes run out, the interest runs out. Well, what can you do? You take what you can get. Let's see. Cannabinoid hyperemesis syndrome. Okay. We are getting into the thick of it now. Can you guys in the control room tell me if we have that posted in the chat? Not in the chat. In the description of the video you are watching right now, there is. If you're a stoner, I'm a stoner. If you're a stoner, you definitely want to download the cannabinoid hyperemesis syndrome guide that I put in the chat. And if you don't know what CHS is, let's just put it this way. I've had open heart surgery. I've had a wicked autoimmune disease, CHS is hands down the worst shit I've ever been through. It's awful. But it's the downside of overusing marijuana, and I need it medically. And, you know, for me, it's a balance between if I didn't have weed, I would probably be addicted to opiates. And weed keeps me off of that, but it's also mentally and physically hard to, you know, balance taking enough, too much, when to cut back. You know, I can definitively tell you that when you start to get into pain, and that is your medication, it's a great pain relief until it just stops working as well. And then when you're using so much weed that it's just not really working, you might be headed towards cannabinoid hyperemesis syndrome. Here are, let's see, this is my guide. I don't know if you guys got a nice dressed up version. Is there a nice version of this that I can pull up on screen? Got it.
Yeah.
Send
sampling link?
Text it to me. I'll pull up the.
You're putting it on your desktop momentarily.
Okay, on the desktop. In the folder or where? Just desktop. There it is. Got it. Okay, cannabinoid hyperemesis syndrome. Oh, I pray none of you ever have to go through this. It's horrible. Horrible. But here are the early warning signs to look out for if you're a chronic stoner. If you're often getting nausea unexplained for no freaking reason, it's not something you ate, you're not sick, It's whatever, and it's right in the middle of your stomach, right here. It's not over on your stomach. It's in the middle of your belly, right here. Kind of like on or just above your belly button. And you're getting it kind of like almost every day for no good reason. That is a huge early warning sign for cannabinoid hyperemesis syndrome. Heed the warning. The other gigantic warning sign is temperature dysregulation. If you find yourself getting too cold in environments that you shouldn't be that cold in, especially if you find that your muscles are contracting and you're in an environment that might be a little bit cold, but you shouldn't be this cold, and your muscles are just like, oh my God, you feel like you're gonna fucking just pull up into a ball. That is early warning signs, huge red flags for CHS. And if you continue to use, especially at the rate that you are using, you are going to hit a point where you are going to have a full-blown CHS episode where it'll basically, the way it starts is you will start sweating profusely, like you cannot even believe your body can create this much sweat, this sustained for this amount of time. It's incredible. And then you vomit everything out, and you can't, for days, you can't hold water or food down. This happened to me this May, and I couldn't drink water for 4 days, and I couldn't have food for 5. And I went to the hospital after 4 days, and my kidneys had shut down. I was not in a good way. So this is the biggest fear with full-blown CHS is dehydration. You get dehydrated very fast, very deeply, and you cannot hold water down on day one. You just vomit it right back out, along with your stomach lining, which is just no fun. So, for anybody who has any of these symptoms or has gone through an episode like this, read this guide. If you're a chronic stoner, read this guide and avoid this because, man, let me tell you, I've been through open heart surgery and autoimmune shit and all sorts of things. This is worse. This is so much worse. And I hope that you never go through it, and it's easy to avoid. 6-week break, and you reset all of your receptors. You don't totally reset your hypothalamus, which is your temperature regulator. I just did a 6-month reset after like 15 years of steady use. So it was unfucking believable how well it worked again after the full reset. And I've had no problems at all so far. So fingers crossed. Anyway, enough of that. Please be careful out there. And like I said, I am a big proponent of weed, but it is not this safe drug that everybody makes it out to be. It definitely has side effects. When you're going through a CH episode, you're basically going through heavy withdrawal symptoms from marijuana. And you're sweating and sweating for days, and you're basically sweating out all that shit out of your receptors. So don't get there. Okay, what is next on the show? Let's go to Julio Monroy. So I don't know if JT's got that dialed in, but if you see that little, it looks like a bobblehead, but it's really just a little carved wooden figurine that my friend down in Colombia, Bogota, Julio Monroy, made for me and gave to me at NAMM. And he is going to do the next segment in Spanish, giving you great tips on how your health is directly coordinated to your creativity. So, Julio, great segment. Take it away.
Hi, my name is Anthony Jones, and I am the founder of Fit for the Pit. So Fit for the Pit exists because I have heard and seen nothing but the same thing over and over again when it comes to people's health and fitness within the music industry, is that despite their best efforts and trying to stay healthy out on the road, it just gets put to the side. And it's not because they don't care, it's because there's nobody out there helping them in how to navigate health, fitness, nutrition, etc. within this very chaotic lifestyle. It's about being able to keep doing what you love without completely burning out all of the time. Inside of this platform, we cover everything from practical fitness, recovery, mobility, nutrition guidance. we have a fully qualified yoga instructor, we have a fully qualified vocal coach. And the bigger purpose, though, is community, creating a space where people can learn, support each other, and take their health seriously without ego or pressure or anything like that at all. Looking after your health is not a luxury, it's a part of the job at the end of the day. And if we want longevity in music, we need to start treating it as if it is part of our job as well. And it's about doing it not when something goes wrong, it's about keeping on top of your health to avoid anything going wrong. And so that's what Fit for the Pit is about. So check us out on all of our social media platforms. It can be loud, it can be sweaty, it can be real. Fit for the Pit is about bringing health and strength to our world. When you're bouncing from venue to venue, sleeping in vans or hotels, living life in service stations, fitness can feel miles away. The platform gives you what you need. On-the-road fitness with minimal or no gear at all. Mobility and yoga recovery, real nutrition advice as well that fits that touring lifestyle. We'll give you the tools, but the work comes from within. That's what it's all about. It's more than just fitness and health, it's everything to do with the music scene. I want to start my fitness journey now. This is the program for you.
La mayoría de nosotros pensamos que la salud en el estudio tiene que ver con estar cómodo, y no. Se trata de tomar buenas decisiones, de seguir tomándolas dentro de 10 años. El problema es que en el estudio la salud no empieza con dolor, empieza con fatiga. Fatiga mental, fatiga auditiva, fatiga física. Y cuando eso pasa, lo primero que se pierde no es nuestra energía, es el criterio. Después de muchas horas seguidas, empezamos a subir el volumen sin notarlo. Ecualizamos más, comprimimos más y tratamos de arreglar cosas que en realidad no estaban mal. Muchas mezclas no se dañan por falta de conocimiento técnico, sino que se dañan porque quien las mezcla está cansado. La fatiga auditiva no solo afecta lo que escuchamos, también afecta cómo decidimos. Por eso la salud en el estudio no es un tema solo de bienestar, sino que también es un tema técnico. Las pausas, por ejemplo, aparte de ser un descanso, son un momento muy importante para recalibrar. Salir a caminar unos minutos, bajar el volumen, quedarse en silencio, no se puede ver como perder el tiempo, sino como una pausa para volver a escuchar bien. Recuerden que el cuerpo también mezcla. La postura, la respiración acumulada. Pues está tenso, nuestras decisiones de mezcla también lo están. A los estudiantes casi siempre se les entrena el oído, pero muy rara vez se les entrenan los hábitos. Y los hábitos son los que definen cuánto dura una carrera. Hoy podemos tener buen oído, pero son nuestros hábitos los que deciden si lo conservamos el día de mañana. La salud en el estudio no es algo opcional, no es algo extra. Es parte del oficio. Creo que este es un tema del que hablamos poco en audio, pero que impacta directamente la calidad de nuestro trabajo.
And we are back. Thank you, Fit for the Pit. Thank you, Julio Monroy. Muchas gracias, Julio Monroy. Entiendo más, hablo menos. I have a place down in Ecuador, and I used to go like 5 or 6 times a year before the pandemic. Then the pandemic kind of stopped things. Now the cartels are fighting. It's a whole thing. Anyway, wanted to give out one personal health tip. Dark chocolate. So if you're local in the Cincinnati area and you can never find Frederick's 90% cacao dark chocolate in your grocery store, it's because I have bought every single last bar that they have in multiple stores. Yeah, I did it. Yeah. It's because with my autoimmunity, my diet is super, super restricted. But this thing is mostly fat and protein. And in this entire bar, there's only 3 grams of sugar, which is practically nothing. So if I have one of these through the entire day, I have had only 3 grams of sugar the whole day. And dark chocolate is incredibly good for you. So this is my treat for myself all the time. And if you're in Cincinnati and can't find it, suck it. Come to my house and book a session, and I'll give you some. So where was I? I digress. Let's go to Marcus Manderson, Mixing Night Man of Mystery, that I got to see at NAMM once again. That's like the second time or third time in a year stretch that I've seen the man. Wow, that's incredible. It was great seeing you. Marcus has a bunch of health resources for you. Take it away. And Andrea just won the last Make Believe audio giveaway. Woo! Congratulations, Andrea. You're going to love that plugin. It's so dope. All right, Mark.
Hello, this is Marcus Manderson, Mixing Night Man of Mystery, with another Mixing Night Man of Mystery moment fresh off of NAMM, where we saw some great health resources and benefits, including getting a free ear test on the showroom floor. You can tap into things like that at some of these conferences. I'm going to share some other health resources that we can use as music creators, as musicians in the industry. So let's get right to it, starting with Music Cares from the Recording Academy. This is a nonprofit side of the Recording Academy that helps us as music creators find resources that we can use to improve our health. It provides a safety net of critical assistance for music people in times of need. They did a lot of fundraising last year during the LA fires. Every year, I believe every year or two, you can get a free hearing test through the Music Cares. So if you are a member of the Recording Academy, tap into Music Cares to see what resources are available to us as music creators. Tap in there. Then we have the Sweet Relief Music Fund. This is the Musicians Fund that provides financial assistance to all types of career musicians and music industry workers who are struggling to make ends meet while facing physical or mental health issues, disability, or age-related problems. So definitely tap into them. You can see who are supporting this movement here. This is the Sweet Relief Musicians Fund. I will include a link to all of these health resources as well. Next, we have the futureofmusic.org. This is another great resource that we can tap into to find resources to help us on our health journey. So about the FMC, the Future of Music Coalition is a Washington, D.C. based nonprofit organization supporting a musical ecosystem where artists flourish and are compensated fairly and transparently for their work. Next, the next two, I think, are tied together. We have the Music Minds Matter. This is for every person behind every song getting tour, supporting the mental health of everyone in music. So mental health is really big as music creators. We're locked in the studio 8, 12, 20 hours a day. You're going on tour. So there's a lot of things mental health wise if you're dealing with family as well while going through all this. So definitely tap into this, which is also in collaboration with the helpmusicians.org.uk, where you can find out and get more resources. Next, we have Musicians Way. I kept saying Musicians Way, but it's Musicians Way. They have some resources for health, wellness, and injury prevention for musicians. So tap into there. Again, there will be links to this site, but you can find out about some injury prevention, some voice care and vocal health, general health and wellness, mental health, again, substance abuse. All these are really important for us as music creators in this industry. Next, we have hearingandme.com that offers resources associated with hearing. So hearing loss, hearing tests, things like that. Tap in there. You can see the different titles here. Hearingandme.com. Another hearing one is Hearing Health Foundation. That is the hearinghealthfoundation.org. That will help us learn more about our hearing as well. So all these resources are here to help us. So finally, I'm going to end with 2 free resources. I'm going to have over 20 free plugins that you can tap into this month on the document. But there's one I wanted to highlight, which is the Turntable Saw, which is a free turntable plugin. I've been trying to find a great turntable plugin for years, and this one from Daphne Wilkerson and Armory. The turntable saw is basically a vinyl turntable. You can scratch yourself, you can scratch your vocals, your custom samples. You can throw them in here and have these DJ scratch effects. So check that out. And last but not least is a free trailer music course. Did someone say free? This course used to be $300 or $400, but it is now 100% free. You can donate if you want. This is an incredible course. You've heard about other courses from people like Michael Moss, a trailer music boss, who also offers a great course. So So learning from these different people and applying what you learn from one course and the other course and applying that to our music production. I've taken a lot of trailer music courses over the last couple of years, including the Michael Moss one. Here's another one to add to your arsenal, the Trailer Music Academy Impact, 100% free at the time of this recording. All of those resources will be in this document. If you just go to the document, look up February 2026, you can see the course there, all the health sites and all the free plugins, some of which I couldn't get to in this segment for this month. Definitely check those out. This has been Marcus Manderson, Mixing Night Man of Mystery, with another Mixing Night Man of Mystery moment. Be safe and be well, everyone. All right. Peace.
Thank you, Marcus Manderson, Mixing Night Man of Mystery. Marcus Manderson has been with this show since the very beginning. That's interesting. I've been on the chat, so I just saw myself come back on the show. I've never done this. That's pretty wild. Look at that goofball on that fucking screen. Jesus, let me get rid of this fast. Marcus Manderson has been doing segments for us since the beginning of the show, and I've always been impressed by him. And now he's becoming a pretty successful sync composer as well, and really delving deeply into that world and making some great placements and connections and doing conferences and whatnot. I think Marcus was there for Dave & Buster's. I was a little stoned, so you got to give me a little slack. But we had, so at NAMM, on the first official night of NAMM, we decided to have just a little informal mixing night party at Dave & Buster's. And I had originally challenged folks to basketball, but the sport of the night became air hockey. And so Wavy Wayne challenged me to air hockey. Little did he know that I grew up with an air hockey table in my house and played a lot. And I'm not half bad. So Wavy Wayne stepped up and first game went 6-6. We played a 7-6-6, and I took him game point. Second game, I beat him easily. Then Big Ben stepped up, and I beat Big Ben. Then Lydia, then Eric Iverson, then Chris Vernus. Then who else got it that night? Who else got it? I can't remember. Maybe I can't remember. Anyway. We had an absolute blast at Dave & Buster's. I think we had the best party because, every day at NAMM, we'd ask everybody, what's going on tonight? And everybody was like, nothing? No. So I think we had the funnest party. And we put together, a little best moments of our Dave & Buster's NAMM party, and I wanted to play it for you. It's pretty funny. So here we go. It's the NAMM show, baby.
Here we go again. Between you and I'm a god, so send in the best that you got. But me, I'll be gone by the time you arrive. Be careful when choosing the side. I'm a ghost in the dark when I pick you apart. They still trying to catch me, it ain't in the cards. No one can stop me, I'm taking up arms and I'm coming for whoever say they in charge.
Next point wins. Oh, we have a winner.
We are back. That was a super, super fun night. Great to see some Mixing Night OGs. Rory Miller joined us that night. That was so much fun. Chris Vernus was out. Eric Iverson was out. I know other people were out. I just can't. Who else? Well, other than Wavy and Big Ben and Lydia and all those folks. It was a blast. Thank you, everybody that came out and joined us for gaming. And then we went home and we played pool. Our Airbnb, all of us at the Mixing Night Audio just got one Airbnb with a bunch of bedrooms and shacked up. And that house had a pool table and a mini ping pong table. So one of our housemates, Sean, challenged me to ping pong, and we play 2 games, and he wins both first 2 games. And then he was like, let's put some money on it. Let's put $5 on another game. I'm like, oh, poor Sean. So I beat Sean, and I take his $5. And then we switched to pool. And then Sean challenges me to pool, and I goad Sean into challenging me to pool for $5, which he does, and I beat him at pool. So I have now taken $10 from poor Sean. Poor Sean. I felt so good about that. It was pretty funny. Let's see. So I'm going to talk about autoimmunity. I am willing to bet that a healthy subset of viewers watching this right now, and certainly watching the restream, fall under the autoimmunity umbrella. It seems to be the new orange is the new black. I have suffered from this for my entire adult life into my teen years. I had no idea what was wrong with me, but knew something was. My doctor completely blew it off, even though I had all of the classic symptoms at the exact right ages that all presented like textbook. And my doctor, instead of doing any more digging, he just says, well, what did you lift at the gym to hurt yourself? And I'm like, bro, I'm an athlete. I know how to lift, and I would know if I lifted something and hurt myself. This is not that. This is something else. And he's like, you just don't remember. So understand that that's a pretty common response from doctors about this stuff, because autoimmune disease is very hard to diagnose a lot of times, because take mine, ankylosing spondylitis. Almost everybody who has AS presents differently. We all have different symptoms. We're all at a different place in our arc. I lived with it with low-level pain for decades and was just like, oh, this is manageable. My hip hurt every day, but it wasn't so bad that I couldn't sit and I couldn't work. It was just, I just had to live with pain, and that was that. Now my hips are great because I started treating my my autoimmune thing. So I will give you guys the best autoimmune advice that I can if you are struggling with your own, because I think that, the treatment that works for me may not work for you, but some of the ways that I got to my treatment will. And the way that I got to my treatment most effectively was I found through the internet forums that were, well respected for my disease. And you've got to take a lot of the posts with a lot of grain of salt, and you've got to just kind of look at them for a while. And what you'll start seeing is you'll start seeing crowdsourcing information of people that are going through the exact same thing that you are. And you're going to find tips that are going to allow you to avoid flare-ups and problem areas, and are going to put you on better paths and get you better treatments, and allow you to research different drugs that you may not have heard of. And I have just learned so much from the forums. And again, you got to do your own research, and you got to take everything with a grain of salt. But when you see the same things enough times, and you see it working for enough other people just like you go like, okay, that's worth trying. So that's how I got to my diet, which is for my personal disease, no starch, as little added sugar as possible, and no high glycemic foods. If you guys can put up the glycemic chart, I don't know if you know what a glycemic chart is, but a glycemic chart is basically how quickly the carb that you eat hits your digestive system. So sugar is super high on the glycemic scale. A protein is super low on the glycemic scale. A fat is super low on the glycemic scale because they digest much slower. Fiber is super low on the glycemic scale. So something that even has sugar like a blueberry but has a lot of fiber is going to be low glycemic. Strawberries, cherries, low glycemic. Whereas, a pear is probably, or a pineapple is going to be high on the glycemic scale. Take a banana that's fairly kind of low-mid on the glycemic scale. If you blend any of this fruit, you instantly double or triple or quadruple the glycemic load, because you're taking all of that fiber and destroying it, and you're liquefying it all into sugar, and you are allowing that sugar to all enter your bloodstream all at once and give you a huge insulin spike. And if there's one thing that I've learned is one of the biggest tricks of health management is to manage your insulin and glucose levels. And most people just have way too much sugar, and your triglycerides are through the fucking roof, and your A1C is through the roof, and this stuff is just hard to manage. It just is. I don't fault anybody for it. I'm just, I was there too until I absolutely couldn't be anymore. And when I was forced with a choice of live a miserable, painful life or find a way to pull myself out of it, I was like, okay, I'm changing my entire diet. I got super strict, and I don't cheat on my diet. I don't get many choices. I have maximized the deliciousness of the choices that I get. And I mostly cook for myself, and I cook in large batches. I'll cook for like 4 or 5 weeks of food at a time, and I'll freeze 2/3 of it. And as I run out of, the main batch, I'll unfreeze the next batch. And it's utilitarian eating, but it's basically my diet is when I do a cook, I'll watch the UFC fights all night long, prelims through the end. And I'll cook like 15 or 20 different vegetables, and I'll kind of reduce all the water out of them, and I'll get them really, really dense. And then put them in with sauce and like organic chicken and eggs, and it's like not quite a stew, and the sauce is the flavoring. So you pick whatever flavor you eventually want it to be in, and but the sauces, my choice of sauces has to be pretty narrow. No starch, no added sugar. So I usually go like tikka masala. And I'll do a huge cook, and then anytime I get hungry, I instantly have very healthy food at my disposal. And I never cooked in my life, but I realized if I don't do this, I'm going to be in a lot of pain all the time, and I just don't want to be. And I have pulled myself, man, in 2020, when we started Mixing Night, I couldn't walk up a flight of stairs with my right leg. I was a one-legged stair climber, and my body hurt all the time. And now I mostly feel pretty good. I have flare-ups here and there, and I need another shot right now, so I'm kind of not feeling great. But I'm also fairly high right now on weed to kind of keep myself evened out during the show, because it's super high stress getting ready for this. So it's not like high stress, like it's just the amount of focus it takes over the course of days to put this show together for you guys it's just a big mental drain, and it takes a lot out of my body. So there has rarely been a show where I haven't been at least a little bit high. Just so you know. Let's see. If you guys have autoimmunity questions, fire away. But if you're going through it, I promise you can just tighten things up and find what's working for many others. Get on biologicals. I have somebody I was just talking to was like, oh, I'm trying to avoid biologicals for as long as possible. No. Let me offer a counterpoint to that. Get on biologicals, because as far as I know, biologicals are the only thing that stops the progression of the disease that you have. Other things treat the symptoms. Biologicals treat the progression of the disease. And I wish my rheumatologist had told me. He scared me away from biologicals for the longest time. And then I got on them, and I was like, what's the big deal? Jesus, I feel incredible. Like, I felt so much better once I started my biologicals. It was incredible. And now I got to give myself a shot in the stomach once every 2 weeks. Very fun. I'm super used to it now, though. It used to be a total mind fuck. And if I don't take those shots, I feel like fucking shit. And if I take those shots, I feel almost human. So, if you're going through it, just know there's a lot of other people just like you that are going through their own battles, and we got your back. I also want to talk about the MyChart app. Man, I am really behind on this shit, aren't I? The cool thing about MyChart is you can track your health over the course of time. So if you get blood work every 3 months or every 6 months, then you can see over, once you have 3 years, 5 years of blood work, you can go like, oh shit, my triglycerides doubled in the last year. What's going on? And you can really, that's super valuable long-term information. So use my chart, get regular blood work once every 6 months, full panels. Let's see. I'm going to go to Dr. Alex Semichev. He works with Slate Digital, and he's got a studio in Portugal. But he's also a doctor, and he's got a ton of great advice for you. So let's get some of it.
Hi, this is Alex from Slate Audio. While being a studio guy, I also have a serious medical background. So for Health Month, I want to give a generic advice like, this is Alex from Slate Audio. While being a studio guy, I also have a serious medical background. So for Health Month, I want to give a generic advice like drink more water or use night mode with your screens and give you some more insightful information that you don't bump into every day. I'm also going to skip anything diet related because it's too big of a topic. And today I'd like to cover 3 areas: optimization, unforced errors, and lastly, data and screening. Next, exercise. You absolutely need at least some physical activity daily. Cardio and strength training isn't just for weight loss and muscle gains. They benefit all systems in the body. They flush the lymphatic system, fight systemic inflammation, increase bone density, contribute to better sleep, support mental health and cognitive health, and so on. You absolutely need to find time to do exercise. If you hate doing all that, try to at least walk 1 to 2 miles per day and do 10 to 20 push-ups every day. Adding some running and pull-ups would be a perfect scenario. Smoking and alcohol. Quit smoking, end of story. Do whatever it takes to quit smoking and never give up until you quit. As for alcohol, moderation is key. A glass of wine that helps you relax and release some stress may be more beneficial than staying tight and stressed, but it doesn't mean that you have to take it every day to fight stress. Medication for such purposes would be way safer than alcohol. Sunscreen. Use sunscreen every time when you're out in the sun, preferably a European one. They are way more efficient than Americans due to completely different ingredients and formulations. You can Google about it more if you're interested. Hearing. We are musicians and engineers. Protect your ears. If you go to a concert or a club or any other super loud place, wear earplugs. Tinnitus from hearing damage has no cure. Lifting. In our line of work, we lift a lot of heavy things. Keep your back straight when you lift things. Rounding your back may cause irreversible spinal compression. Next, dust. If you see workers cutting stone outside, cross the street. That cloud is silica, basically a microscopic glass. Once inhaled, it stays in the lungs forever and with time causes permanent scarring. Wear a mask for any dusty home or studio renovation, but don't take it to extremes. I saw people doing everyday house vacuuming wearing respirator, which is probably a bit too cautious. Finally, we reach data and screening. You cannot manage what you don't measure. If you are over 30, buy a blood pressure monitor for your house. Hypertension is the silent killer. You won't feel it until it damages your kidneys or causes a stroke. Smart watches. Wear one. It's not just a gadget. It's a continuous monitor. It tracks tons of useful metrics, and features like AFib detection can save your life. It's data you should not ignore. Also, for exercise, always be mindful of your heart rate. Google your max heart rate formula and don't do more than 1 to 2 hours of cardio at your max heart rate. If you're not trained, don't do more than 20 minutes at your max heart rate. Let's talk about imaging. Doctors usually do something very basic like ECG. Ask your doctor for a heart echo at least once. An ECG shows the electricity, an echo shows structure. It's a very important imaging test. Also, ask your doctor at least once to do a full abdominal ultrasound. It's a very simple test, yet it still prevents serious health problems. The next very important thing would be a lipid panel to check your cholesterol. If you have a high level of low-density cholesterol, you may be prescribed statins. The internet is full of horror stories about them and their side effects. It's mostly clickbait. Don't even read it. Statins, like rosuvastatin, are super safe and efficient at keeping you alive. Overall blood work I'd recommend doing annually includes CBC or complete blood count for basic status, liver and kidney function, LT, AST, creatinine, lipid panel for cholesterol, iron and ferritin to check for anemia or possible blood loss somewhere in the body, vitamin D, B12 and folate levels, crucial for energy, homocysteine and LDH for heart and brain health and organ damage, PSA for men over 30, helps prevent prostate cancer. SUH, colonoscopies, not very pleasant but needed after 35 to 40, and mammograms if you're a woman are mandatory. They catch cancer, then it's a minor procedure, not a tragedy. Also, SUH, make sure you do a dermatologist screening as well, and also check your skin by yourself from time to time. If you see something suspicious, visit the doctor.
We're back. I am going to play you like 1 minute of Coburn's brand new single, Overstay, just dropped today. And hopefully you've already heard Super Ugly, The Rider, and Man-Made Enemies. But if you haven't, please give your ears a treat and listen to all of Coburn's singles out so far. Our whole album is done. We're just waterfalling the singles, and Overstay is the fourth single. Super, super heavy. Here's the first minute of it. Enjoy. And this is about Coburn basically kept getting stalked at like the gym by like guys and girls, and it was like everybody was violating her space. So this is a song about reclaiming her space.
Why do they overstay? Tell me why I can't put on the brakes. Tell me why I no longer feel safe. Waging war up in my favorite place. Tell me why my lips are disintegrate. I got a voice to live. Leeches and breaches, watches my kindness decreases. Cause they've been taking my smiles and turning them into reasons that push me lines. Off to the side, straining boundaries for any replay. Invitations never sent, no siren songs. Conversations never meant to go on and on. Tell me how I should respond, I don't know what to say. Invitations never sent, so why do they overstay?
Did y'all know Coburn could like scream like that? She's got that, like that's all her. Every single thing that you hear is her. She can actually do that with her voice. She is, and the lyrics. When the lyric video drops, you gotta read the lyrics. They are really like every girl that has ever gone to the gym to work out. I guarantee you that you will instantly connect with this song, and it will go on your gym workout playlist instantaneously. So, and if you're a guy that respects chicks, it will go on your gym playlist instantaneously. Congrats to Coburn on your fourth single. What a freaking amazing album you have. Oh, I'm so honored to have worked on it. Coburn is also a magnetic music artist signed to my sync agency. We are so honored to have her. We got her cooking up some stuff right now that might go. Speaking of, oh man, do I have some news I cannot share, but it is such, like, I can't even believe that this happened to our sync company in year one. Cannot even believe. Amazing. Can't tell you what it is yet. Soon. Very, 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 very soon. Not yet. But wow. Holy wow. You know, when you start a company, especially with the killers that I got to start a company with, you hope that you can build something really like so amazing and, you know, live up to the vision and the caliber of work that all of you are used to accomplishing in your careers, and you just hope that you can do that from scratch, building this brand new sync agency. And then you go and do it, and then now I feel like we're on like a better trajectory than I could have hoped. And our roster is such fire. Jeez. I mean, so yeah, it's really an honor. Okay, on to the next. Great work, Coburn. Let's go to Kyle Wolf, Health Tips. Kyle Wolf does all of the video editing for the show, so please, big shout outs to Kyle Wolf. Give him some props on the chat roll, please. And if anybody needs any video editing work, reach out to Kyle and see what he charges, and you might want to tap him in for some of your own stuff. So, Kyle, take it away.
Hey, I wanted to give some tips on improving your health long term and have you continue to be a force to be reckoned with. The first one is, the more colorful it is, the more diverse it is, the better for you that diet is, because all the different colors of the foods represent different antioxidants and protective properties of those foods, and they all contribute to this insane, amazing biochemical pathway that protects your body from all different types of diseases. Along with that diverse diet, you want to be higher in fiber, so it keeps your digestive health working nicely and feeds your gut bacteria, which are super helpful for you. You want to move towards eating less processed foods as possible. The more friction between you getting that food and eating it, probably the healthier it is for you. Don't assume just because you're eating at a restaurant, they're preparing everything fresh. They might just be going to the restaurant depot and dumping things out of a package for you. And as far as proteins, fats, and carbs go, they all have a different purpose in your body, and they're all important. And you're looking to get a moderate diet in all those nutrients. Your overall makeup of total calories dictates if you're going to gain weight, if you eat a lot, lose weight, if you don't eat so much, or continue eating the same, you'll stay at the same body weight. For your long-term health, you don't want to be too overweight or too skinny. You don't want to be too sedentary. And for me, I usually like to eat my foods out of clear glass containers or using stainless steel to cook with or drink out of rather than anything else. And I usually drink reverse osmosis water. And now they even have reverse osmosis systems that go on the countertop if you're living in an apartment where you can't put in some kind of under the sink or whole house reverse osmosis filter. So hopefully those things help you and you keep working on and contributing incredible music for the world to hear. Thank you.
All right, we are back, baby. Who do we got up here on the chat? Everybody I've already been seeing. Hey, in the control room, Miro is not feeding me any new questions from anybody. Is anybody asking me anything, or does nobody have any questions for Kenny? Boo-hoo. Let's see. Well, we are... What?
Someone asked if you prefer weed or edibles.
So somebody asked me, hey, Ken, do you prefer smoking or edibles or vape, or what do you use? So I think in a perfect world, I prefer edibles, but edibles take 2 hours to hit, and that's like a real genuine 5-hour commitment. And, you know, you can't drive, so that's a long time to be in that state. But I think for pain and for body relief, edibles are the best, especially indica edibles, although they can couch lock you a little bit. So it depends on when you take them. But also, if you're taking edibles a lot, edibles can get you towards cannabinoid hyperemesis syndrome faster than smoking can. Although I think vape is a close second, because vape is just such a high tolerance of, you know, I can't do vape, because you just can't have such a small amount of it that your tolerance just doesn't go through the roof right away. I just can't. So for me, I have this is what I have. It's the G Pen Dash, and it's basically you grind up weed and you put it in there, and you turn it on and it sets your temperature. And then you click your temperature, and then it just starts. It will. Come on. There. the temperature starts going up, and you put the little lid on it, and then as soon as it hits the right temperature, you draw from it, and do what you do, and it works. And one thing I just learned about terpenes very recently is if you're vaping above like 390, you're probably killing all of your terpenes and you're just getting pure THC. So if you want if you're buying certain strains because of the terpene profile of it, and they can be, pain relief or help with sleep or help with mood or help with appetite or all of these different things that the terpenes can kind of help with. If you're vaping your weed temperature too high, like 400 and above, you're killing your terpenes. Really, like 380, 385 is the best. And so what I do is I'll do a full round at the lower temperature, and then when that is done a full round, then I'll jack it up to 420, and then I'll pull the rest of the THC out of it. So I'll by then the terpenes are gone. Let's see. Fire away with more questions if you got them. Uswe Music knows what time it is. He or she says, great fucking show. You are absolutely right. Thank you very much. Stephen Ramos asks, hey Ken, what was your role in that Lady Gaga album that's on the back wall? I created drums for one of these songs for Mark Ronson. I've worked with Mark on Quincy Jones and Shaka Khan, and Mark Ronson. He was an artist on that as well. On his own stuff, Mark Ronson and Bruno Mars, Uptown Funk, and also on Lady Gaga, and a couple other things he's pulled me in on. He's a super, super nice guy, and obviously incredibly talented. If you haven't heard Mark's song with Ray called Suzanne, classic, all-time classic, love it. Josh S. asks, hey Ken, do you take any natural prebiotics like live kimchi or sauerkraut or drink kombucha? That is the one area that I need to just improve on. I did a 6-day fast recently, and I really wanted to get the autophagy and the stem cell repair, and it actually was pretty surprisingly easy. Water fast. But it was 6 full days. I would have gone 7, but I needed to walk Mazzy or she was going to fucking bite me. So, but when I eased back into it, I did all of the prebiotics and probiotics and really repopulated my gut with super healthy probiotic foods. And if you don't know, like things like sauerkraut and like pickled onions and kombucha and kimchi and things like that are yogurt, kefir are loaded with probiotics, good healthy probiotics that populate your gut. So if you have all of these bad probiotic, or if you have all these, like, if you eat a ton of sugar all the time, your gut is probably a fucking mess. And it's probably populated by a bunch of really crappy bacteria, not the good kind that you really want. And one of the things that a long fast does is it kind of cleans out the bad bacteria out of your gut, and whatever you repopulate it with is what you repopulate it with. So if you repopulate it with, like, I broke my fast with first bone broth, and then avocado and sauerkraut and sour cream, which is also very probiotic. Some cheeses like feta are also very probiotic. And instantly I could tell that the gut was the number one beneficiary of that fast for sure. But the other amazing thing about fasting that if I hadn't lived through it, I just wouldn't believe it. In May, when I couldn't eat for 5 solid days, I used to have, this arm got injured at some point, and I used to just not be able to turn it in certain directions without absolute lightning going through my entire arm into and across my chest. It was just like pain. And it was at the slightest wrong movement. It wasn't like you eased into it. It was like 1 millimeter was fine, and the next was like you just felt like you were going to be blind. And after a 5-day fast, I couldn't do this a year ago. I couldn't do any of this a year ago. I couldn't, and it was before and after. And the after, this shit got fixed. My body fucking activated those stem cells, and it was just like, all right, boys, let's get to work. He's got some shoulder problems. We're going to fix those right up for him. Let's go. And they did. I couldn't even believe it. And it's been great ever since. The range of motion that I have compared to before that is astounding. And that's all stem cell activation and autophagy from fasting. So there's a lot to it. I am going to go to, first off, 2 things about what I'm about to play you. This is a humble brag, of course. I'm going to play you my fucking stupid round of, Sega All-Stars. I'm lethal from 6 feet. I'm terrible on a regular size. I'm absolute trash on a basketball court. Do not ever pick me for your basketball team. I suck. But from 6 feet, I'm untouchable. But the other thing about weed is there's a misnomer that it's kind of like alcohol, that it makes you sloppy. And if you're not a regular weed user and you get a lot of it, yes, it definitely can make you loopy as fuck. But generally speaking, once you're used to it and you find the right dosages, you can manage fine. And when I scored my highest score on this ever, I was a little bit lit. So there's me, not missing any fucking shots. I don't know if you can see my screen, but I just,
and it's incredible.
Yeah, that's me kind of high. So I find weed for me, first off, I don't encourage it at all. And the first time in my entire life that I ever got high, I was 39 years old. Lori and I were in Amsterdam, where it was legal, and it was Thanksgiving night, and we decided to go to a coffee shop and have some space cakes and get high, both of us each for the first time. And we did, and it was fucking awesome. I fucking loved it. It was incredible. And then, so then I started making my own edibles for many, many years. I made my own edibles. It was super, super fucking nice. I miss those days when pot used to work really, really well. Let's see. Seamus Cranley asks, you can be off of that screen. Yeah, I'm a freak on the fucking basketball. I don't know how I do that. But I figure you can kind of train any kind of muscle memory. When I started on that game, my friend Angelo was in town and we were going, and I was doing like every shot was off the back glass. Every one. And I got used to hitting off the back glass. And in about a year, I went from like 1,100 to 1,700. And I went from straight swish every shot and no back glass. And it's just muscle memory. It's what you train yourself to do. And it was like I was enjoying it, and it's really good exercise for my autoimmune shit. It really strengthens my core and gives me mobility up around here, and it's fun. So I'm like, hey, fun things to do. And it's at the pinball place, so I play pinball. Anyway, I digress. Let's go to Anthony Smilemore Masters. He's got some great health tips for you. Love that guy. Here we go.
It's Anthony Masters, a.k.a. Smile More CEO, live Miami, Florida. First off, I want to thank Ken Lewis and the team, legends, giving me and everybody a platform to speak about health in this industry. I think it's a very important topic that needs to be discussed. I had my own health scares last year, and it was probably one of the most brutal things I ever went through. Being an athlete my whole life, trying to live somewhat of a healthy lifestyle, never thought it would happen to me, and when it did, facing my own mortality really, really shook me up mentally, and I had to make some really big physical changes in my life to do that. And, you know, hopefully my story can help a little bit for anybody out there going through it. First thing, in the audio industry, I feel like a lot of us live a lifestyle that isn't conducive to being healthy. A lot of late nights, a lot of running around, a lot of mental strain, a lot of keeping up. If I could give one overall piece of advice, take care of yourselves better. Some actionable items I want to give is, number one, mentally. Try to take a mental break every single day, even if it's 30 minutes. If you can do a full 60 minutes, that's great. Turn off the phone, turn down the noise, put on some mellow music maybe, take a walk, decompress. Let your mind decompress. If you feel you need more help than that, go get therapy. There's so many options right now. I never thought I would talk to a therapist. I did, and it helped more than I ever thought in the world. Physically, walk. Try to walk 30 minutes a day. Get those 10,000 steps in. Super actionable. Even if you're stuck in the studio, walk laps. Walk laps. Burn those calories. Get the cortisol out of your system. You know, those are some immediate things that you can do. One tip that I found really helped me, if you're somewhere where the weather's okay, if you're anywhere like, let's say, a mile, 2 miles, 3 miles from the house, walk to dinner. Walk home. Let yourself digest. Bottom line, take care of yourselves. I'm going to be putting out a little bit of ebook. It's going to have dietary instructions, mental health instructions, physical workouts, and it's going to tell a little bit more of my story. So if you're interested, check in. Again, Ken, appreciate you doing this for the community. Wishing all of you health, happiness, and peace out there. Smile more. Let's get it.
We are back. Thank you very much. Smile more. So I'm going to close the show in a few minutes, but I figure I'll take a couple more last questions if there are any. I'm going to field one from Seamus Cranley. Seamus Cranley asks, "Hey Ken, I've been stuck on vocals for like a year. I love the harmonics they make with the music. Any tips on getting the song done? It's literally so freaking hard. The vocals keep clashing with the feeling and sometimes with the EQ." Well, it's hard to know what your particular dilemma is, but usually when I'm finding that the vocal melodies are clashing with the music, sometimes as a like investigation, I will dial in the key of the song. So if the key is like F minor, I'll put auto-tune in F minor, and if it's a female voice, I'll put it on soprano, and I'll dial it to 0 so that it's like stair-step detection, like the Cher auto-tune shit, right? And then you listen to the vocal, and you start figuring out, are they singing in the right key the whole time? Or are they singing some notes like off of the key of what the music is doing or what the song is doing? And, you know, so that could be one thing, that they're just not singing the right notes, especially if you're stacking harmonies. They've got to be stacking harmonies. Each one of those notes has to be the right note in the right key. It's not the easiest thing to put together. So I would say start with simplicity, get rid of all of the harmony vocals, cut a lead vocal that you love and trust from start to finish. And then if you want to add harmonies on top of that, after you know you have a great lead vocal, then add them then. Yeah, there you have it. Let's see. Do we have any other questions before the end of the night? It's been a great night with you guys. I really hope that this has been kind of a wake-up call for some of you people out there watching. You know, it can happen to you. Any crazy thing can happen. And if you can carry insurance, I can definitively tell you I would be dead without insurance, because when my heart problems happened, I had no idea I had 100% blockage in my widowmaker. And if I didn't have insurance and I got the quote for what the 24-hour Holter monitor cost would have been to diagnose me, and then the stress test, and then the cardiac catheter, there's no way. There's no way I wouldn't have paid for all that. I'd have been like, okay, I'm just going to take it easy for a while, and I'm going to see what my options are, and then I'm just going to die quietly when my widowmaker makes my wife a widow. That's how that would have gone, because I was this close to fucking dying. And it was the fact that I had insurance and I could find a great surgeon. And I got the robotic assisted surgery, so they didn't crack me open down the middle. They went in. I got about a 4-inch incision right down here, and they spread the ribs. They had a robot arms go in down here and up here, and a camera go in right here, and they work it over behind the breastplate, and they harvest the mammary artery from behind the breastplate with the robots. And this whole time, like the first half of the surgery, the surgeon is sitting like playing video games inside your fucking chest from like 4 feet away, looking through this viewfinder. And he's got toggle sticks. I mean, it's the craziest shit, but they're, you know, they're obviously good at it. So then once they extract that thing from it, then they spread your ribs and they do the bypass connection by hand. And they bypass the blockage, and then if I take care of myself, I'm fixed for life. And I am definitely taking care of myself, so hopefully my heart problems are past me. But I had no other blockages whatsoever. I had one main artery that was completely closed for business. Nothing else, no other problems. These things can just close. Bad things can happen. It can happen to you. If you're feeling like, here's the symptoms. For months, I was unnaturally exhausted, tired, just fucking fatigued all the time. Didn't have enough energy. On top of that, my heart wouldn't beat fast, but it would beat hard. And you could just feel it working too hard, you know, and then I would be getting these kind of dull, achy pains every day on the inside of my left arm. And eventually those achy pains would radiate across the middle of my chest. I was in my 30s. I was 36 when this started happening. And I was like, that's definitely my heart. Something's up here. And I knew I had heart problems, but I had no idea the extent of them and how severe they were. And my gym shoes sat right next to the door for like 2 or 3 months straight, and had I put those things on and gone to the gym, I'd be dead, no question. Young people do not survive heart attacks. So only by a lot of dumb luck and a lot of great surgeons and care am I here and able to, you know, live a productive and healthy life. And thanks to insurance that I got the care that I needed. Sorry to go on a fucking soapbox there, but a lot of people, you know, insurance, sure, they're fucking sharks. But when you need it, you better have it. So mind your health. Thank you for tuning in with me. My little cancer shit's going to be fine. I'm going to be cancer-free in no time flat. I'm going to be all put back together. You won't even know anything happened. We probably aren't having the show in March. We might have it in mid-March. I don't know. But we'll definitely be back for April. I have surgery later this month for my cancer. And get Cascade. If you're just tuning in late, we have a 30-day NFR full working trial for Cascade. It's going to be fully for sale in 30 days, and we're going to give you guys a nice discount. So go grab it. Link in the description. I think it's the first link. And give us some feedback. Let us know what you think. Make us some content. Put it up on your socials. If you love it, you know, if you don't love it, then... But I think you're going to love it. Anyway, thank you to everybody that contributed. Thank you to my awesome Mixing Night team here. Everybody that contributed tonight. JT, Philip, Nolan, Jonathan, Lori, Dominic, Kyle, fucking amazing Kyle, Cassidy, everybody that did segments, Alex, Marcus, Julio, Wavy Wayne, and Anthony, and the Fit for the Pit, Coburn, everybody. Great show. We'll probably see you in April or mid-March. Be well. Stay well. Stay healthy.